Excuse me, I'm going to order the special meeting of the Board of Selectmen and Board of Finance, and it is just after 3 o'clock, October 15th, somewhat, October 15th, 2015, and this is a special meeting tour for the Board of Selectmen and Board of Finance to see the building that is the subject of so much conversation and deliberation. The public is welcome to join us. It is a special meeting, so we're not having public comment at this time. If you have questions later, you send them in to Tony or Betsy. Will be glad to follow up if people have things that they want to know. But for today, we really just want to get through the building. It's quite large, as everyone knows. And just again for the selectmen and the Board of Finance members to have a sense of what it looks like. There's a lot of cosmetic issues that will be obvious, and Tony is going to lead a good deal of this, and then there are some technical or more mechanical questions. Brad is here to answer them, and Joe Pucci, our fire marshal, is here, which is very important because we're going on the second level of the building, which is actually closed off to the public by order of the fire marshal, so he's with us and part of the tour. And with that, I think we'll head off. And Tony, if you want to point out things as you go along.
Sure.
So if we can have all the selectmen and finance members.
Don't worry about that.
They know.
There, that's usually indicative of a roof leak. So you'll see there's a couple of spots there.
All right. Good, thank you. Right ahead.
So this is the main foyer, and as you can see, there's several different ways to go here. I think the first thing that we'll do is to head down this hallway, and as you can see, there are several offices down here, and then there's a few larger rooms on the end.
And this is not used now,
No, the top level is not used. There's no public allowed at the top level. So you can see there, and if you want to sort of check out some of these offices, you can see what's in there, the distribution literature. In here is a former exercise room, and the chairs here, I'll bet it's heavy. So you can see this is the intro.
That's true.
There's some, I see there's some, Brad, there's some tiles up there.
Yeah.
There's probably a leak up there too, you think?
Yeah, it's a leak on that location.
So I know there's just small equipment in here, obviously we've had it for a long time. But we own everything that's inside the building.
That's correct.
So maybe a department or a senior center or somebody could use a pool table like this. Just have to lift it.
Just have to move it, right?
Well, it'd be the same thing for the chairs. We could use the chairs someplace else also.
This is just
I know, selectmen's meeting in here.
They used to have an ice cream bar here. That used to be an ice cream bar, they used to set it up.
The art wall isn't mine.
They would make a nice dining room here.
That's not
Pretty sturdy and beautiful. Yeah.
see the high ceilings and the, I think there's an issue there too. You can see part of it. The roof. Not structural, it's just the roof. I don't know if it's structural or not. You might not be able to tell until you pull it off.
This looks very expensive.
This is a stairwell.
And then it goes locked on the bottom, so you can get it.
Right. Which goes down to the back room downstairs.
Flip a switch.
Yeah, lights work, yeah. Definitely. You can turn the light on.
So there's no necessarily emergency electrical work where somebody, you're afraid to actually turn
No,
something
not-
on.
no.
Everything is wired enough.
When we do work, we make sure we do all the safety or
Yeah.
other things like that. If there was an electric issue or something, we would do that.
How about plumbing issues? I know there's sinks here in different places. Is there any plumbing issue, leakage or?
Currently? I mean, I've used the restroom up here.
Okay.
I have to come here at night, I have to turn the light switch on, I won't be able to see. So, if emergency lights work, I have to keep them working. Joe requires me to do that.
Well, my only question is, I mean, you're more knowledgeable than anyone here about the actual structure of the building and what are the failings. Obviously, we see some roof damage, which maybe came from water and whatnot. Is there anything else upstairs that you can tell us that you see as a serious concern, or?
Not really.
There's
It's pretty evident, what you see is,
Yeah, you'll see some windows.
yeah.
Why don't we keep walking, and as there are things to point out, I can do that.
I mean, I don't change a light bulb if that one doesn't work. 'cause it's-
Right.
That's it.
And I can see out there the outside.
The peeling paint. Right.
Is that just paint or is that more than that? But in general, on the outside of the building, okay, obviously the roof is an issue. Does this happen frequently on the exterior of the building, or are there just
I think by
isolated
nature of
ones?
how it's built, it's just wood siding.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, and if it's not maintained with paint, then problems come up.
On this building, do we even know how much that
No,
will
because
cost?
you won't know when you roof it.
What you're gonna find,
Correct.
right, so, but you could get,
It could be shingles, or it could be a good portion of it that's...
it has to be But I think even if we had an estimate of what is the shingle replacement cost. Yeah, no, I understand that, but I think that becomes the base, that's the minimum amount.
You got
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And do you know, Brian, I'm sure there are areas that the roof has issues besides shingles, where it's gotten to the plywood.
Right here.
Yeah,
Is there a few, or?
there's no way to really tell until you take the roof off. That's the only thing you can do.
And is this still a viable fireplace? Do we know?
It is.
Will it fit?
Expensive.
This termite position.
I would suggest that when you're at least
Yeah. Okay.
following John's each one of your.
Sure. So this was the restaurant or something, the doors, as you can see, the condition of the doors. These are ones.
Yeah, there's.
And last person who used this was MDM, they used a restaurant. Casper had the opportunity there.
Oh, okay, so.
I know MDM used it.
MDM definitely used it.
And I don't know if Casper ever, if they did it with like for the first year.
Yeah,
outside.
maybe for the first year or so. But
Yeah.
So I was just pointing out that because of the overhang, there's no damage to these windows.
No water.
Right, right.
you can see there's
Stairs.
also these stairs on the outside. You can see
Yeah.
the condition of the stairs.
So like Brad, do you think this is mostly just, you know, painting issues, or is that like some wood rot up there?
The only way to be sure is,
To go up on the
Well,
roof?
like, see where it's peeling in a certain
Yeah.
spot and not in another.
yeah.
Well, right, this is probably just peeling paint, but that's a little darker, so to me that looks like maybe
Water-
that's.
That's water intrusion.
Yeah, okay, so that is water, okay.
Brad, do you know if there was a water problem here, or was just they ripped out old flooring because it was
Not
old?
that I'm aware of. There was a water problem in this area that I'm aware of.
So maybe they just ripped it out because it was worn.
MDM's all,
They're the ones who took that out?
they got followed and trying to make it easier to go from here to there. Much easier.
Oh, yeah, right.
You get too much cool people.
We used to have a commission meeting in here. Right.
No, it actually looks like ants. Look at it.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they run it in, termites, ants.
Okay. Well, it is something different.
For a fade, never noticed that.
Yeah. Right. Oh, and also,
So what's the year? This isn't original to 1948.
no, this is 1970.
That's what the sign says. Most important, does the TV still work?
Actually, it does. I really know it works.
Was there all your life, or, you know?
I've owned it 13 years, I've been there 10 years. Okay.
Before and after was some of
Well, the first sort of
So, hey Brad,
Yes, Tony?
so what in this kitchen works? That's the best way to start with that.
Lights.
Just this area, the oven, I don't know, the fryolator, I don't know what that's called, whatever. Grill. Some kind of grill, doohickey, and whatever that's called. A heating oven? I don't know the terminology for those, but just these 1, 2, 3, 4 items on that side, and this steam oven works. Everything else in the kitchen does not work.
Yeah, the coolers currently don't work, but we're not sure why they don't work.
You don't have to be, why they don't
Something
work.
simple, or it could be something major.
Yep, you don't know.
The commercial size, the huge.
Yeah, and if you look inside them, all of the glasses and such are inside the cooler. You can see inside.
Was this propane service?
Yes.
There's not a gas line in here, is there?
No, propane.
Propane.
Gas line, propane, yeah.
Yeah.
Big tank. The hood works.
How close is gas from the city?
It's on the corner of Woodfield and, is it
It's
over?
not
I don't know if
far
it's
away,
on that
is it?
corner, is it?
Natural gas, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
city gas.
I'm not sure about down in New Haven, how far it is.
Yeah.
Comes
I'm
up
not sure.
Fowler Street.
Is it,
I know.
does it?
Yeah,
Does
it
it?
goes up on the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the
That
closest
big
one.
comes-
Yeah,
Yeah.
just wondered how close it might be.
Beecher might be the closest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Beecher School, yeah.
Beecher has city gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be a line going past here somewhere.
No, it came up.
The South Beecher.
Up that center.
Center, yeah.
Does it come up? Fountain?
That's the end of the line, Beach.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay. We did not. We skipped it last time. Yeah. You can see,
It's through the kitchen.
We can do just a slight overhang, and
Yeah.
it's damaged.
you can see the vault we were talking about earlier. That's the
Oh, is that?
UI there.
UI.
Down at the end.
At the end is the vault for the electricity where it comes in. You can see the condition is not great with the roof, obviously, stuff growing out of the roof. And you can see the condition of the wood on the side.
Right, is this supposed to be termites?
Yeah.
And termites, yeah.
And this backs up against where the pool is?
Pool, right?
Back in, yeah. Back in, yeah.
It's always working, it always been to it.
It's just like a shed, isn't it? The open shed where you sit,
Clean.
have your lunch in there, so, but do they have all
Right.
appliances?
Right.
No, I think the kitchen area is up here.
Oh, but I meant as in,
To get knocked down.
so what else is that? Is there,
The electric vault is down on the end.
okay, so there
And what's
is,
in
yeah.
here, just like storage?
Storage is where that sliding door is, your main service comes in at the end, and then the building's main service, what we have access to is next, and we have access to storage. Limited storage.
Tony, do you know if Bob is still running the snack bar for fast food on the weekends? Not the snack bar, but running his food and supplies?
He is. He still runs it on the weekends for the golfers. There's bathrooms in there. Bathhouse. And the kiddie pool.
And the kiddie pool.
Yep.
And then there is the mechanicals and the heat for the pool.
And do these chairs remain out here in the wintertime?
They do?
Yeah.
And does the tent come down?
Yes. These are taking it down any day now, actually. Yeah.
We came in, we were under sort of overhang that had apparently a lot of damage. Have we walked over that? Have we walked under?
The laundry is down the left. The laundry's on the left. And the mechanical room is behind that door there. The furnace, the hot water system, that sort of thing.
Go right straight ahead and then right then left.
The first left.
This is still oil.
Correct. Yeah, it's still
There's a
oil.
little cove to the left that you go out the door. There you go.
Remember when we walked in where the steps are down?
Over in this left-hand corner?
This was a closet they turned over to Finn. Great place for diapers and things, I know. They did a cover room.
money.
Yeah.
I don't think we walked over it.
So this floor is open currently?
Yes.
The floor upstairs is closed to the public, but this is open to the pool and golf people?
Correct, yeah.
That's the old closet that's now a family changing room, correct? I have a question about this. We still have any type of...
No, not at all.
It's just really unfortunate, you know. Yeah.
Pretty upscale.
Beautiful calendar.
Yeah.
Said they spend no People said it. People who are members are like, it's beautiful, but we're not doing the fundamentals.
It doesn't work, and even if it did, it wouldn't be so just
Correct,
anything
right.
in this building, you know, any use of the building.
So the elevator doesn't clock, even if it were fixed, it wouldn't.
It's not wide enough. Right.
It's not wide enough, you can't turn around it, and the buttons are too
Some
low.
buttons are, yeah.
Yeah.
Low.
I think too high?
Too high.
Too high.
Too high.
So 3 things wrong with it.
Major, though.
If the air conditioning, if you turned it on, is it running properly? I know we're not using it in that building. Could we? As is?
You could operate it.
It was always a struggle for it to keep up.
It's keep up.
I mean, and it's not zone operated.
It's not
It's
not
either
set up
all
properly.
on or it's off. Right.
When we
That's
had
the
it,
problem.
when NDM used to use it in their final year, it was a struggle for it to keep the temperature at a comfortable level in that, especially in the larger room.
The larger dining rooms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see that. The ceiling height.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Tony?
Pretty much it.
That's it, okay. Anything else from the board members?
No, thank you very much.
Motion to adjourn?
Very helpful. Hopefully it was
Second.
helpful. No problem.
Okay, all those in
Thank
favor?
you very much.
Good to see you. Betsy.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you very much.